All right, so we're going to talk today about actually using the law of cosines. Now, the law of cosines comes up as really helpful, especially when you have side, 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 or side, angle, side in a triangle. So if we have a triangle, and we happen to know that this angle is, and I'm going to just make up some numbers, 37 degrees, and we know that this side is 10 units, and this side we'll say is 17 units. The law of sines actually, or I'm sorry, law of cosines actually allows us to figure out how big that opposite side is. And the law of cosines is stated as c squared equals a squared plus b squared minus 2ab and the cosine of angle C. So when we label the triangle, we can call whatever angle and side we want, A, B, and C. Law of cosines, when you're setting it up, whatever you're calling this side, that's your C, this is angle C. So these are always the two that are across from each other. And they go on the very extreme parts of the law of cosines. So how we're going to start this off, I'm going to give it a little bit of color coding here. And let's do 17 in orange. So I'm going to just start plugging in the numbers that I have here for the law of cosines. Okay, so I know that C is unknown. That's the piece I'm trying to find. So I've got c squared equals side opposite A, angle A, is my A squared. So we do 10 squared plus side opposite B is B squared, 17 squared, and then minus 2 times A times B times the cosine of 37 degrees. Now the first thing we want to do is make sure that our calculators are in degrees. If you don't do that, you are definitely going to get this problem wrong, no matter what you do. But now I am sure that that is the case. So as I work this through, c squared equals 100 plus, this is not one of the ones I have memorized, 289 minus 2 times 10 times 17 is 340 times the cosine of 37 degrees. Now it's really important as you're solving this and you go through this, you remember that this is all one term. So this 340 can't be subtracted from that. It has to be multiplied by the cosine 37 first. So now 100 plus 289 minus 340 cosine of 37 gives me 117.4639266. That's what c squared equals. So c squared equals 117, or is approximately equal to, because we decimalized that, 639,266. Square root both sides. And I get that C is approximately equal to 10.84. And so that's how I can use law of cosines to find the length of a side. Now, if I wanted to find the measure of angle B, I can actually use law of cosines again, except this is now going to be this angle, so the 17 is going to end up over here. So as I'm looking at that, this is going to be for calculating the angle. Trying to figure out the measure of angle B equals So we put the 17 over on the left, that's squared, and that is equal to, my side A is still 10. The side I'm calling B in this equation now is the other angle. So these letters, just like when I gave you a grief over the Pythagorean theorem, and you guys said, oh, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and I said, no, that's not right. This is a big reason why I say that, so that we don't get confused. Just because it says c here doesn't mean it has to go in this place. These two numbers are the angle on the side opposite it. These two numbers are the other two sides. So in this case, I'm looking for b. So this is my c part of this equation. So 10.84 squared minus, so we're looking for theta up here. So it's going to be 2 times 10.84 times 10 times the cosine of angle B. So now we're going to just crunch our numbers. This is 289 equals 100 plus 10.84 squared. Oh, should have known that. It was right there. 117.46. We're going to go ahead and leave that in the hundreds place. It's rounded, so it's fine. And then minus 2 times 10 times 10.84 is 216.8 times the cosine of B. And this is where we have to be super duper careful. We can't combine this 216 with any of these because it's locked in with the cosine of B. So I'm going to take these two and add them up. Have 289 equals 217.46 minus 216.8 cosine B. Subtract the 217 from both sides. Minus 217.46, and that's going to give me 71.54. So this is now 71.54 equals negative 216.8 times the cosine of B. And that pencil's dying, so I'm going to switch colors here. That's no longer going to be color-coded. Sorry about that. Now, divide both sides by the negative 216.8. And I get approximately negative 0.3299815. It's about what cosine of B is going to be. And then I do cos negative 1 of both sides. Remember, I'm applying an operation here. This is an inverse operation. So that's why I got to put it in front. It's not multiplication. It's actually like taking a square root of both sides. But on the calculator, that's going to be second cosine, and then insert the previous answer in there, and that's going to tell me that angle B is approximately equal to 109.27 degrees. If we go back and look at the original triangle, since this was 37 and was this 10, so this is slightly less than 37, so that's 74 degrees about. This one needs to be 180 minus that number. And so the 109 gives us what it will be. So hope that helped.